EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd... This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way, and then try and match his athleticism.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun, Jones. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Operating from the gun. Jones forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. No score after 1 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Jones sliding out of the pocket. Barkley a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Now Jones on third down, dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities. Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it. Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's Jones on first down. Buying time to his left. First down and much more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Pettis now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 39, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Now Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. To throw again on second down. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Under 10, 10. 19, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.